What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. I really hope you're doing well. Thank you as ever for stopping by. Do appreciate it. If you've not seen it already, my socials should be popping up on the screen. So if you could attach yourselves to those, that would be greatly appreciated. Today's video is more kind of just a sort of like a roundup of where we're at with everything, really. So a bit of stuff about the ground, a bit of stuff about possible transfer in, a little bit of stuff about, let me see, after the Lord's Mayor show, i.e. the the parade. But yeah, so the main crux of what I wanted to chat about today was more along the lines of the new stadium itself. So obviously they did the presentation to the council this week, and they've gone through sort of more information this time around. So kind of a firmed up plan of action, a firmed up sort of timeline feature, the way things are going to generally run, and a couple of more images and a couple more kind of beauty shots of how the stadium's going to look and what we can hopefully expect from the stadium. And in essence, it was met with quite a lot of positivity from the council. The only councillor to actually mention anything was Councillor Blackburn. And he said that whilst he thought that overall the idea of the expansion was great, the concerns that he had is over traffic issues in neighbouring housing areas on match day. The club have responded by saying that they are trying to change the way fans travel to Ellen Road via a modal shift to encourage use of cars. The tram system, the fabled tram system, has been mentioned once again. So yeah, I can understand those concerns. I can understand the way that people are slightly worried about things, but they are looking to completely regenerate that area. The tram line's looking to be done again. Successive councils have fumbled the bag on that one numerous times. I mean, they could make better use of the bus links into the stadium. I mean, I generally get the train into Leeds and then get on the bus, and it generally works okay, but it can get a bit crowded. So it does need a little bit of extra work. But there's just, like I said, there's some nice images that have come in. Just things like, obviously, a side view of the West Stand and how the stadium, in terms of the actual, the new concourse, if you like, and the new actual stand is going to be built. As we know, they're going to do it in the Liverpool model, which is building over the existing stand so you don't lose any capacity. And then once that's done, you then close the bottom stand down, take them onto the upstairs stand, and then it basically it gives minimal impact to people that are actually going to be there, and in terms of the match day revenue and the way that all of that's going to work. So looking at from the timeline point of view, so as we know, 2025 planning application submitted in the summer for quarter three. Determination period is quarter three, quarter four, 2025. They're going to start advanced site works in 2025, it says here. They're also looking at enabling works commence from October quarter four, 2025 through till halfway through quarter two, 2026. Enabling works complete May, and West Stand construction is due to start May 2026. So that construction period should take just over 2 years, they're reckoning. So the back end of quarter four, 2028, the West Stand should be completed overall. And then the North Stand continuation of design in parallel with West Stand delivery starts quarter two, 2026 and all the way through. But the North Stand are looking to start work on that quarter one, 2029. And that's looking to be completed, hopefully, should all the plans go through, let me see, quarter four of 2030. So I will be 50 years old by the time that one comes out. So fingers crossed that it gets the planning approved. I just hope, again, that all of the councillors don't fumble the bag. I know they've all got a job to do, and I know they've got all the various bits and pieces that they need to do, but this is a really big opportunity for the club, and it just needs to be carried out. Also, in other news today, announced on Company's House that termination of appointment of Angus Robert Kinnear as director has taken place today, 9th of May 2025. So Kinnear is now no longer the director of Leeds United. He is now obviously free to move over to Everton and start his job at Everton, taking a few people with him at the same time as well. So that means that there's going to be probably announcements more in terms of, well, we already know who's doing what and where, but more official announcements, if you like, coming in the next few days with regards to the club and the hierarchy within the club as well. There was, and I just wanted to touch on this, we have been linked to Beto from Everton. And Rob Dorset said a couple of days ago now that we're interested in striker Beto. Goes on to say that we've got a transfer kitty of 100 million. And it's unclear if Everton would allow their joint leading goal scorer with 7 goals to leave, but huge reorganisation for Moyes this summer with 15 out of contract. Now, what I will say with regards to the Beto thing, I know a couple of people are like, that doesn't really seem like the type of player that we want to go for. But what I will say with that is, I know everybody wants style and everything moving forwards in terms of what we get and what we have for the Premiership, but we've gone from being a big fish in a little pond to now being a little fish in a big pond. So what this is about stages and forming and moving ourselves forward. So we want to get ourselves from this level, little fish, big pond, to sort of medium fish in a big pond into here. Players like Beto are going to be the type of player probably that are going to be able to do that. Players with a little bit of experience, a little bit of nous, a little bit of power that can do things. I've watched a couple of his games for Everton. He's been okay if he forms in the right kind of system. Look, nothing is set in stone with players. We know that until the club actually announce it. However, what I will say is, for me, I think that for us would be an okay signing. Obviously, we've got more than likely Bamford going, Joseph potentially going out on loan, or maybe even leaving himself as well. So it's just another one of those things that we need to think about in terms of players moving forwards. And we just need to temper our expectations a little bit. Yes, we should go all out, but what we're looking at doing is we're not trying to look at, listen, I'd love to do it. We're not trying to break the mould and get into, the top 6, top 4 right away. It's that steady progress that we need. Mid-table would be lovely, but I'd take 17th now. Mid-table would be fantastic, and then kick on from there. But like I said, I would take 17th now without having to worry about it at all whatsoever. And then a couple of little funny pictures that I wanted to show you. One, just because it amused the hell out of me more than anything, is this little one of Ampadu here. That one with the lady looking over the guy that's asleep, and it's like he's probably thinking about other women and him. I can't believe I told everybody Wyndon Nonto's got a massive cock. So it's come to light that apparently we've angered the Telegraph and the Mail because of the vulgarity within the parade and things that were said, and specifically by Ampadu, and the suggestion that Farker was imitating, looking at, Bolivian marching powder and, whatever you want to make of the hand gestures and signals that he did. I thought it was because he was trying to say to people that he's got a blocked up nose because of all the smoke. So it's just one of those things. But yeah, it's typical. Leeds are back. Let's dog on Leeds. Let's talk about all of the usual crap that goes on there. I'm just surprised that Ampadu is still alive, that his liver did not give out. So that is a real positive for me. And the fact that he did that on the Monday and then on the Tuesday evening was at the Young Players Award ceremony looking as fresh as a daisy. So I don't know what they pumped him full of, but it absolutely worked 100% on that. And then finally, Just Joe has been seen out in the wild, and breaking confirmed, he likes to pluck his nose hairs. That's going to do it for this one. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe at the same time as well. Take care of each other. Most importantly, take care of yourselves. And I will be back soon. Cheers.